56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He juked him. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw again. And that one goes goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout.
Let's go, come on.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, check 26. Got Blue 58 tonight.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Pack on third. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think they anticipated.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gun! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
Check it, Humphrey. Check
24, check 24. Gun!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, Jackson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now Rodgers to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Detroit!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's taken to the 26. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The left side throw complete to Adams. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rodgers now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
50. Hey, you block over here. Flip it down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hurry up.
And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Over. 56. We are going. Gun.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 23 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This is Breida. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Perry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They run with Breida, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Hey, where y'all going? No.
He'll get it up the middle. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now Rodgers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Gun!
Watch the run!
Now Jackson on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, they get to the foot, and now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Green 18.
Back now at Lambeau. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big 30-yard play on third. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They try again with Cohen. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are pouring it on. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
What's the motion?
Jackson on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw is Rodgers. On 3rd down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Now Jackson on 2nd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
51 to fight, boys. 51.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 37. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And Jackson throwing once more, eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Let's go, let's go.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Now